Oh, I didn't see either.
Guys, got head coach Jeremy Ballard with Denver Jones and Mo Sanogo leading to coach opening statement.
Yeah, it's number one, it's good to be back home. It is hard to win in conference play. It's hard to win in February. It's hard to beat good teams who are above you in the standings, and all of those things occurred tonight. And we showed a lot of grit, a lot of resiliency tonight. We really guarded them. I mean, to hold them in the 30s from the field, under 30 from three, turn them over 23 times. That really speaks to these guys' grit and being grimy, while also following the scouting report. And they did a great job of that. La Tech is very explosive on the offensive end, and they make you play in space. They have great shooters. They have great guys that can get in the paint, and I was really proud of them for digging in and guarding all game long and guarding above three, switching all their screens. Mo guarding, one of the best point guards in the league. Seth doing the same thing. Denver Jones, Arturo Dean having to guard big guys. So was really proud of that. This is a win that if we can continue to take care of business, this will reverberate come March. When it's seedings time, and playing in the conference tournament. And now we have an even bigger game on Saturday. So we've had a lot of Super Bowls. This is Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, but it's Super Bowl Saturday for us.
Coach, I wanted to start with just if you have any updates on Nick Waterama, injured, left the game, didn't come back.
Yeah, my update is I love Nick. I'm thinking about him. The whole team is. He's as tough as they come. And, we have a great athletic training staff led by Dr. Mike Walker, Coach Jack Sprague. Those guys do a phenomenal job, so they'll get him back. My message to Nick is I love him. We'll take care of you. These guys are all ready to step up in his absence. But I told Nick that's a bad word because he's not absent. And I told him that, you're more important now than ever. So we need his eyes, we need his experience, we need his leadership, we need his ability to be able to connect people.
Just continuing, maybe some sloppy play in the first half. What was the message to the team in the locker room, which you guys just looked completely different entering the second half, went on a huge run, and obviously ended up with the win?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said it. And I think sloppy is probably being gracious to us, so I appreciate your graciousness there. We just weren't locked in enough, and this was a big-time game against a big-time opponent with big-time stakes on the line, and we just weren't as focused as we needed to be, and I think that resulted in us missing some finishes at the rim we normally make, some open looks, some sloppy turnovers we had there, but we kept guarding. We kept making it tough on them on the other end. And when you can guard like that, you can always be in the game. Now, obviously, we strive to be better. We strive to play a complete game on both ends. We strive to play a complete game for 40 minutes. And that's what we'll be striving to do for these next 36 hours till we play Rice.
Late in the game, you guys went to the full court press. When did you decide it was time to go to full court and see if you could stop these guys?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, calling us out left and right. We were supposed to be in the press all game, but you're right on the money. We were not pressing to start the game. And we tried to work ourselves into the game, and you can't do that. You can't. There's only 40 minutes in the game, and these games are all precious. These games are all high intensity, and we have to be ready to go with cutthroat intensity from the very beginning of the game. And once we tapped into that, then we have a 17-0 run that we covered over, I think, the two halves. So that shows what our ceiling can be. Now, can we maintain that level of play for longer stretches? That's the real question.
And finally, the guy next to you, Denver Jones. How important is it to have someone like him who can step up late in the game and just not only get the shots in, but get the ball moving and make something happen for the offense?
Yeah, well, someone like Denver Jones, people like Mo Sanogo, they make you better as a coach. And believe you me, y'all seen me for 5 years now. I need all the help as a coach that I can get. So I sleep well at night, knowing that he's in our program, and not just because of what he does on the basketball court. We all see that. But what people don't see is who he is as a young man. And that's what makes waking up in the morning such a joyous occasion, that I get to come and work with these guys. Mo, I said this last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago. Every coach that we talk to, they're like, man, that's Sanago. He's really coming on. And every coach. And not only is he one of the most improved players in the conference, he's one of the most improved players in the country. And I think I said that, and, I think people kind of bristled at that. And now you've seen a 20-point game on the road last Saturday, following up with a 11-point game tonight, and other plays that don't show up in the stat sheet. And that's because of his character, his drive to want to be good, his coachability, him allowing his teammates to push him outside of his comfort zone and hold him accountable. And that's what we got to do across the board. And from here on out, I mean, we're basically in mid-February already. So the countdown is on. The basketball season is a marathon, but we're in the sprint portion of that marathon. And so we got to be locked in, and our full attention, all of our energy, every bit of our spirit has to be on the team. The team needs all of that. If we keep giving that to the team, if we keep pouring into the team, if we keep pouring into each other, then special things can happen.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win tonight. For this game, you talked about the one, ending of the half and going into the half. Other than that, the way this game felt, it was a little bit of a wacky one in a sense where, it didn't feel like the spurt Latek went on was, insane enough to, to change the momentum. Overall, talk to me about holding on for a win like this tonight and how important this is for your team, as you said, into mid-February and being close to a tournament time.
Yeah, the game was a little disjointed, and in a lot of ways, it was how games are in March. There's a high stakes on the line. All these guys want to play well. They know what's at stake. They know what's on the line, and so sometimes that manifests itself in some ragged play, some sloppy play, and I thought we did a really good job of weathering that. I thought we did a really good job of finding the intensity and focus that we needed to be able to come out with the W, and that really was sparked on the defensive end, and all these guys just showed a lot of great defensive versatility, and that's what won the game for us.
I'll add to that, the big play late in the game where, they were through the ball deep end, you caught it immediately, got that steal. Just talk about your ways of identifying plays before it happens, right there in the scene to grab that steal and get the
That's all credit to our coaching staff. They let us know that was like, they love to go deep on when we're pressing because they know we like to press and hammer up. So it's like, be careful with the switches. They're going to go deep. So right before that play, they just told us, and I was like, okay, I just had it in my mind. And as soon as I seen his eyes, we just ran for it.
And I want to ask you about 20 points on Saturday, double digits again today. Just talk about you and your ability to play at a high level and also getting a couple lobs as well, just the chemistry with your team.
That comes with just being locked in and being ready to play, try to help my teammate do better. They help me do better, I help them do better, so it's kind of like a chemistry. And I feel like it's all credit to them, really. They made it easy for me, for real. So, yeah.
Can I do this? Because I'm really proud of him, and this is great growth. So I'm going to ask a question. Can you talk about what sparked your improvement and how you can continue to improve? These are good reps for him speaking.
I just really want to get better, I have big goals in my life, so I really want to help the team win. There's a lot of people on the team that have great histories, and they also want to win. So knowing that I have these kind of people around me, so it kind of motivates me to get better and do better, not just for me, but for everybody else around me. Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you. Very good.
Anything else, guys? Thank you, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Great job, bro. Proud of you.
Elite answer, bro.
Yes. Great job, Jay. You okay?